Hello, I'm Maddie Makes, and today, kind of vlog style, I am going to go over the last week of Tour de Fleece and show you what I have been spinning and some finished products. So the first day of Tour de Fleece was a Saturday, and since both my kiddos are at home, I spent the day hand spinning the fleece I combed up in my last live, while my son and I were playing video games. So spin a little, play a little, spin a little, play a little. I got through 2 of those little nests. Totally awesome. And then the next day, we went to Black Sheep Gathering in Albany. A whole bunch of vendors, sheep shows, fleece for sale. And I didn't do a lot of filming around there because honestly, not that many people had their phones out even. And it's like, I'm still really self-conscious about filming in those areas, but I did sit down on the sidelines and had my son do a little filming while I was spinning. And what you see on the spindle now is what I had spun up the last 2 days, and I just started another nest. Over the course of this day, because after Black Sheep Gathering, we went out to lunch, I spun a little in the restaurant. Then we went to Target and Fred Meyer, and I spun a little in those department stores. So I got some strange looks, but it was pretty awesome. Just walk around. Son was doing more of the shopping because he was looking for Legos. And I was just chilling with him and doing some spinning. Now, after that, so Monday, I had the kids home all day. I already spun up all the fiber that I pre-combed. So I didn't do any spinning on Monday, and I felt really, really crappy about it, but I did get some knitting done. So a little bit of sock knitting was all good. Tuesday was my birthday. So we headed out to the coast. So here's some clips from the coast, just so you can see the beautiful seas. And as you can see here, I was doing a little knitting. I'm knitting the socks from the 3-ply sock yarn that I spun up a few videos back, so a few months ago. That beautiful wine colored fiber. And that was the alpaca Shetland sheep mohair blend. Wednesday, I sat down in the living room at my Kromski Symphony and spun up some Suffolk. And I still had a little left on one bobbin, but I had a good ounce and a half bat left. So I did work on spinning that, and that was great. Thursday was the 4th of July, and we went over to a friend's house to hang out with them, ate some awesome, like almost authentic Mexican taco bar. It was so great. What I did, and I didn't film near enough, but I plied the cob that I made out of whippersnapper's fleece from before. So those 5 nests became one thing of yarn, and I'll show you what that looks like finished in just a bit. And then I grabbed out one of those braids from that big buy I did, 3 Fates, and I pulled out one of her braids and I spun while we were sitting there talking, enjoying each other's company. The guys were playing Magic the Gathering, which was fun, and we just chilled, drank some wine, spun some fiber. So on Friday the 5th, I was gonna go with my husband to the hub, and that is near McMinnville. So good 45 minutes, hour drive from our house. But I got ready really quick, and he was taking his sweet time, and then we had to wait for the daughter to get home because she wound up spending the night at a friend's house after the 4th of July. We just want to make sure everything was together before we left. So in that time, I jumped on the wheel and did a little bit more spinning of that Suffolk and made some good progress there. And then, still waiting, I jumped back on my my Scottish spindles and worked on that braid a bit, and then made sure that was packed up so I could spin in the truck as we drove out to the hub. So I made sure that was packed up, and then I still had some time to wait, and I'm like, oh, really? I still have to what am I gonna do? So I grabbed that little ball of plied yarn from Whippersnapper's Fleece, you know, the first bits I spun up on Saturday and Sunday, and I put it on the well, it's more of a Swift than a nitty naughty. So last night I finished plying this on the Scottish spindle. It was very fun. It might have a little things on it. I was plying at a friend's house that has a few puppies. Anyway, I'm gonna put the ball in the jar and we'll see how much yardage we have. I'll just drop it here. So we're just gonna see how much we have real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $41, $42, $43, $44, $45. $77. It was 77, right? So 70, pretty much 78 exactly. So 78 double ply of Whippersnapper's Fleece. Then after that, I grabbed my bag, got in the truck, and we headed out, and I had to grab lunch on the way. So we stopped off at a group of food trucks. And they have a lovely little building that's air conditioned with a bar in it. So you can just go in, grab a table, grab drinks if you need, whatever. And we just hung out outside where our food was being prepared. So after grabbing some, it was like Turkish food. It was really good. Ah, so good. My husband got chicken and I got beef, and it was just super, super tasty. For that, we hopped in the truck, went out to Hopewell Hub, and did what we need to do there. I spun all the way there, spun most of the way back. This is what I have spun up so far. So pulled off part of the braid, stripped it, done that. Then after we got home, jumped back on the wheel and finished plying up the Suffolk. So I'll get this out, get this measured, and hopefully give you some numbers up in the top somewhere of that finished yardage. And then after I got this plied up, I curled back onto the couch with my husband and started a new spindle, because hopefully get them about the same, and then ply these two together. I'm thinking it'll be about a fingering weight. That's pretty much what I spin, right? It's all fingering weight when I'm done. Should be good. And really pretty tones. Do love the colors in this. And this was Polyworth and Silk Blend from 3 Fates. Super pretty on that. And that pretty much wraps up my first week at Tour de Fleece. So let me run you through my finished yarns. And everyone have a wonderful next week of Tour de Fleece. Hope you spin all the pretty things. Drop me a line on Instagram. I'm Maddie Makes there. Or on Facebook. And let me know in the comments what you're spinning. If you have any specific goals, or you're just spinning to spin, which is totally awesome either way. Happy knitting, happy crocheting, happy creating. Have a great one.